Words can't even begin to describe how crazy this week has been regarding news. Like, gaming news in general. Like, just this week alone, we got 3 major announcements. The first one being that, Microsoft is laying off 4,800 employees and is parting way with 4 studios. The second of which being PlayStation ceasing physical media. Almost showed some personal info back there. But yeah, like I was saying, PlayStation plans on ceasing production of their physical media in 2028. On top of that, they're also shutting down the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita online stores this year. And to top it all off, Nintendo comes around by confirming that Mario Kart Tour is officially shutting down forever on September 30th. What a fucking insane week of news. Jesus have mercy. And, you know how when Animal Crossing Pocket Camp shut down, they released an offline version? Well, guess what? They won't be releasing an offline version for Mario Kart Tour. Because the Booster Course Pass released for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe technically is the offline version of Mario Kart Tour. Considering that all the content you see in that DLC pack were taken directly from Mario Kart Tour, with some minor changes added to it later on. Speaking of the Booster Course Pass, we already went ahead and completed the 2022 half of the DLC. So let's kick off the 2023 half with Wave 4, which released back in March of 2023. And from this point on, the DLC starts to get really interesting. Because starting here, they added new characters to the mix. However, they only added one new character to the game with the release of Wave 4, that being Birdo. It was actually really funny to see an entire online lobby full of Birdos back when this DLC launched. But anywho, with Wave 4, the cups added were the Fruit Cup and the Boomerang Cup. And to start off the Fruit Cup, we have Amsterdam Drift from Mario Kart Tour. Been a while since I've raced around the Dutch capital. Wonder how they're still holding up now. Oh! Motherfucker, man. Hey, where do you think you're going? What the hell? Nope, he got fucked. Should have probably added some ramps down here. Probably spice things up a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. Give me some more, give me some more. I'll use this to block your attack whenever I feel the need. Okay, one more lap left to go. This shit! Ugh. Get fucked, kid. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! That was close. It didn't even come close to me. Why'd I say that? Okay, we're done with Amsterdam Drift. Now, next up, from Mario Kart Super Circuit, it's Riverside Park. feels very good to finally be back on Riverside Park after so long. But now, back to what I was saying about the Mario Kart Tour shutdown. So yeah, Nintendo made a post about it on their Twitter. I'm getting this from the official Mario Kart Tour Japanese Twitter account. It says, "Thank you for always playing the smartphone app Mario Kart Tour. We regret to inform you that, on a completely arbitrary note, Mario Kart Tour will be ending service on Wednesday, September 30th, 2026, at 15 o'clock Japan time. We sincerely thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your continued patronage since the service launch." Now, mind you, they stopped adding new content when the game's 4th anniversary rolled around. So they had to keep it going for 3 more years, recycling content from that 4th year. And now they just finally decided to say fuck it, and they're pulling the plug very soon. I mean, can you really blame them? The game was practically on life support these days now. Only the very dedicated fans still play, myself included. I'll speak more about the PlayStation and Xbox news stories when we carry on. Oh, what the hell? Had to do it. But anyway, that's it for Riverside Park. Alright, now it's on to round 3 of the Fruit Cup, that being DK Summit from Mario Kart Wii. Now, before we talk about the recent PlayStation news and this race on DK Summit, which the race is about to happen right now, I have to inform you that PlayStation has another news article on top of those two. That being that this is due to the recent European Union laws. PlayStation can close your account if you weren't active in 36 months. So basically, if you haven't touched your account in 3 years, PlayStation can just terminate it without warning, and you'll lose everything. But let's get back to the real crux of what I want to talk about. The PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita online stores shutting down. So it says here, after nearly 2 decades of supporting the PS3 console generation, we wanted to let you know we will be closing the PlayStation Store on PS3 as well as on PS Vita. PlayStation Store on PS3 will close in select markets starting this year, followed by global closures for PS3 and PS Vita next year. So I kind of lied, it's in 2027. This means new content purchases will no longer be possible once the PlayStation Store closes on these devices. I mean, it's not the first time we've had storefronts close on old consoles. The PSP was the first one to go, then the DSi, then the Nintendo Wii, then the 3DS and Wii U followed shortly after, then the Xbox 360, and now we're seeing the end of the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita online stores. Yeah, given that those motherfuckers are really old, I can see why they have to close them at one point. Focus on the newer consoles. Anyway, back to the article. To ease the transition, players will still be able to download previously purchased content after the closing date for the foreseeable future. So you can still re-download all the shit you bought, no buts about it. As the PlayStation Store continues to evolve to support modern commerce systems, including updated payment processing standards, PS3 and PS Vita are no longer able to support these updates at the level required. As a result, we will need to close PlayStation Store on these devices in the time frame as shows. I'm not going to read the entire thing because apparently that's filler. Okay, DK Summit is done. Now it's on to the final race. Okay, I promise you this is the last piece of media we're about to read off here. But now it's time we kick off the final race of the Fruit Cup. The second Booster Course Pass debut track, Yoshi's Island. Again, like with Sky High Sunday, we technically first heard about it in the Mario Kart Tour data mines, when its code name was revealed as Mob YI. And I won't be reading off the news made by Xbox because them laying off over 3,800 employees is pretty self-explanatory as they're restructuring Xbox as a whole. But anyway, let me read this one. The ending of physical media. Let me see this one. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting in January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released, or will be releasing prior to 2028 in disc format. This is a natural decision for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends, as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. I wasn't even looking at my game screen while reading that. The entire game was in my peripheral vision. How did I do? Did I do okay? Yeah, I'm not doing so good here. Yeah, this is an absolute bust. I might have to do it. Yeah, here we go, boys. We're coming in for a restart. Okay, I'll only skip out the parts you've already seen. It was only because I was looking at the blog post that I was doing so terribly. Okay. Let's have an actual final lap here. See, look at that. That's much better. Look at this huge lead. Okay, hit it. Okay, the missile hit the winged cloud. And just like that, we can hop into the goal ring. It's over for you, Sackboy. Throw in the towel. Quit crying. Okay. That was honestly pretty insane back there. You know I couldn't leave out that winged cloud feature from the original versions of this track. But yeah, now that we finished the Fruit Cup, it's time for us to head to the other half of this wave and do the Boomerang Cup. So let's do that now. And to start off the Boomerang Cup, to absolutely no one's surprise, it's another Mario Kart Tour city track. But this time, oh look, we get to race throughout Bangkok, Thailand. That's right, it's time for Bangkok Rush. Oh! That was close. Oh! Get a double jump scare there. I'm over here doing this prick. That's what they try and do. Right into the... Get out of my way. Where are you going, scrub? Okay, we're good. We're still good. Okay, we can get rid of that problem. What? There's another one? Okay, with only one more lap to go, can I make it through? Only one way to find out, that is. Don't worry, help is on the way. Okay, that might have distracted him. Now's my chance. Have at thee! Okay, Bangkok Rush complete. Round 2 of the Boomerang Cup is returning from Mario Kart DS, Mario Circuit. Okay. Finally made it back to Mario Circuit. Let's burn some rubber out there just like old times. And, oh god. And, because of all the recent news happening in the gaming industry, with Xbox laying off thousands of employees, Nintendo shutting down their biggest mobile game ever, and PlayStation killing physical media, shutting down the old stores, and giving themselves the ability to terminate your account if left inactive for 3 years. I'll try my absolute hardest to move past all that and continue to enjoy what I love doing. My favorite hobby is honestly at a breaking point, but I choose to not let that get to me. I'm an optimist. I'm a purist. And I want to see the good in everyone and everything, regardless of the stupid drama that happens. That is, if the person that did the drama was already a sick fuck to begin with. Looking at you, Sam Pepper, shooting that firework at a kid's face. Okay, got one more lap to go. I really don't want to screw up my lead. I especially really liked this remake when I first played it because, For one thing, they changed up the middle part to be within a forest, and they added a wiggler here on the final lap. And the whole community just unanimously agreed that that's the wiggler from the Mario Kart DS mission mode that just moved here while we were away. Anyway, that's a wrap for Mario Circuit. Next up is the first Mario Kart Double Dash track, Waluigi Stadium. And here we are live from Waluigi Stadium for round 7 of Wave 4, and the third track of the Boomerang Cup. Why do I keep saying wave instead of track? Shit. I did that for the first one, now I'm doing it here again. Damn it. Who doesn't like a stutter? Oh god. Move! Alright, time for lap 2. Time for you to get him. Damn it. I thought I could hit him with it. Yeah. Yo! Well, okay. Gotta watch yourself here. I thought I told you to watch yourself. So instead of it being on me, like you suggested, this mine is on you. Come here. I could have timed that a little better, but fuck me, I guess. Yeah. Mother's ass. Sweet Mother Mary. Okay. That's it for Waluigi Stadium. And now it's time for the final race of Wave 4, Singapore Speedway. And I wasn't kidding when the DLC was starting to get really interesting, because this cup right here, the Boomerang Cup, is one of 2 cups in this DLC pack to have 2 Mario Kart Tour City tracks. And we won't see the other one until we get to the end of Wave 5. But anyway, let's kick off Singapore Speedway with a bang and end Wave 4 on a high note. Nice maneuvering. How did you have that? You were in 2nd place. Fuck! Loser. swear, isn't it? Okay, one more lap, and we're out of here. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, slow him down. Slow him down. I want to keep this on standby. We got it. We got it! Victory is ours, baby! Eat my dust, you sons of bitches! Oh, yeah! Booyah! Wave 4 is in the bag! Whew! That was fun! But now, what else? Oh, yeah. This is the part of the video where you like, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell, and if possible, hype the video so it gets recommended to more people. Oh, and don't forget to share it to some of your friends if you feel the need necessary. And plus, I'm trying to reach 250 subscribers by the end of the week, so I'd greatly appreciate it if you helped me out there. And, yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and farewell.